free I'll be found, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweed. I know when night is gone, when a new world's born at dawn, I'll keep rolling along. Deep in my heart is a song. Here on the range I belong, drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. Hi, I'm Doc Marshall of Lessons.io. Today I'd like to look at a song done by the Sons of the Pioneers back in probably 1934 or thereabouts, called Tumbling Tumbleweeds. And you remember Roy Rogers, right? He was one of the Sons of the Pioneers way back then, so bit of history for you. This is a neat song that is really good sounding, and you hear it everywhere, especially in those old Western movies. We'll do it in the key of D, and here are the chords that you're going to need. You're going to need a D, a D7, a C sharp, a C sharp 7, you're going to need an A chord, an E7 chord, and then you're going to need an F sharp minor, and then a G sharp, and that's it. Okay, once again the chords: D, D7, C sharp 7, A, E7, then you're going to need an F sharp minor, and then you're going to need a G sharp 7. Okay, now it starts out in D, but the key is A, so we're in the key of A on this particular song. Okay, there's not many A's in the chords, but that's okay. It's in the key of A, so this is what we'll do. We're starting out on the 4 chord. Note the strumming on this one. It's got that cowboy kind of strum. I'm tumbling down. So I'm hitting the bass side lightly, not too much, and then the full chord. Okay. Okay, and that's the kind of chords you're going to do most of the time throughout the song. So get it going and then just sort of stick to the program, okay? And we don't pulse on the neck. You remember that's a pulse right there, see? So you notice my left hand is going on and off the strings. Now we don't want to do that in this song. We want to do this. Matter of fact, you can do a bass and counterbass if you want. There's your D, and then the A. Or you can do it all on the 2 notes together. Your call. No problem at all, because it's going to sound good either way. So, the first part of the song, we start with the D. See them tumbling down. Now there's your D to a D7. See? And then the second part is pledging their love to the ground. So note how that worked. This structure is the same there. D to D7, C sharp. You're only just dropping it down a half of a tone or 1 fret. And that again goes here. So we went here to here, here to there. It's the same thing, just in a different fret. And then we'll go back to that D. Lonely but free I'll be found. There's our A. And now we go to a 5 chord. Drifting along with the tumbling tumbleweeds. See, that's one way you can tell what the key to a song is. Whatever you stop at, whatever the last chord you play, is probably the key of the song, okay, as it is here. So, the first grouping of chords, D, D, da, 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 D7, half step down, da, 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 back to the D now, da, 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 A, E7, da, 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 ba, ba, back to the A, okay? There are 3 verses or more, depending, and they all are the same. Now, when we break into the bridge, bridge is something that goes from one place to another in a song. A chorus is something that is repeated. So if you're going to sing this more than one time, then it's a chorus. But, you know, potatoes, potatoes. But here's the bridge. We start with the D again. Oh, E7. When night is gone, it's A. That a new, that's F sharp minor, world's born, that's G sharp 7. At dawn, there's a C sharp, and then your E7. So that's our interlude, that's our in-between stuff, okay? We start with the D. I know. Now notice that the E7 comes in between the words. I know. When night is gone, that's A. Now we do that walk up. Then a new world's born at dawn. And notice that those 2 last chords there, that C sharp and the E7 are all on the word dawn. Dawn. And now that sets you up to start into the next verse. I'll keep rolling along, and so on, okay? So let's look at the chorus or bridge, whichever. I know when night is gone, that's your A chord. Then a new F sharp minor, dawn, this is G sharp 7. Born at dawn, C sharp D7, and then it starts over with the D chord for your next verse. Okay, so it's some interesting things here, the way these chords work. Just to reiterate on this particular bridge, I know, and then between words, that E7 comes in. When night is gone. Now here's something interesting too. When you drop down here for the F sharp minor, new world's born, that's G sharp 7, at dawn. Now this is the C sharp, okay? And that C sharp is right under the G sharp 7. And then of course you're going to hold that until you go to the E7. So, oh, E7, when night is gone, it's your A. And a new world's born at dawn. And so on into your next verse. Okay, so it's a neat song. You got to pay attention on this one. It's not a 3-chord Charlie, really. But it's very playable, and once you get it down, especially using the chords that I'm using here, you stay all in one place. Okay, so it becomes easier to play this song. Alright? Any questions on this? Give us some comments below, and we'd be happy to answer you in some way. Teach you further on the particular song or other songs that you might want to hear. A lot of our songs have come from people who have heard us do our lessons, and they like what they hear, so they suggest other songs, and we do those. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm Doc Marshall. Thanks for listening.